This is the CF Moto UForce 1000, and yes, it sounds like something off Star Wars, and I am a Star Wars fan if you're wondering, but this is the best all-terrain vehicle you can buy. Now this is an all-terrain vehicle, so ATV, and you're most likely going to see one of these potting around rural areas or potentially even sitting in a farm. Now, CF Moto. Now these are a Chinese manufacturer. Now from this year in the UK, KTM have agreed to take over the distribution of these. So if you're looking to buy one, head to the KTM dealership if you want to get one. Now this is the top of the range model. You get a 1000cc V-twin liquid cooled with electric start, but you can also get 500cc and 800cc models. This is where that 1000cc sits, right basically in the middle of this ATV. But if you want one, it particularly starts from 12,500 plus VAT. The UForce 1000 comes fully loaded as standard. Let's have a look inside. Doors open like a Rolls Royce, which is one good thing. But when I say fully loaded, don't expect heated seats, but expect a 3-person bench. Get USB sockets here and a 12-volt socket, and you also get electronic power steering. Another thing gets standard are these projector beam headlights with LED accents, which look really good. And onto the alloy wheels, you get 14-inch alloy wheels as standard. Combine it with these 27-inch off-road tyres, and you get 11.4 inches of ground clearance, which is pretty impressive. So onto the rear of the CF Moto UForce 1000, which says it all here. You get a tow bar. I mean, this can tow up to 800 kilograms, which ain't bad. You get LED rear lights here. And onto the cargo bed, which is ideal for putting any tree branches or tree logs in or transporting anything around the farm. You can carry up to 500 kilos in the back, which is bloody good. And it also tilts. So, anything like that, bring the tilt down, and out comes all your locks. Good stuff. Right, so there's only one place to really test this thing out, and that's on the field. Now it's very echoey in here, it's quite loud, so apologies if the mic ain't the best. Woo! Oh yes. Right, high range gearbox, because it's got a high and low range. Nice and steep. Driving it is actually much more pleasing than what you'd expect. That's because of its brand new drive-by-wire system. So the responsiveness of the throttle is good. It's not as if it's all there. You're putting little inputs in and it's giving me little inputs back. Put my foot down and it's all there. Now it's struggling now, that's because I'm still in 2-wheel drive mode, but it's still getting me out. So there's no need for 4-wheel drive yet. Now if you're not carrying 3 people, that's fine, because I can now pop down this center console thing, which gives me 2 cup holders and a bit of space on the center, so you can drive around your field with a nice can of Diet Coke or can of lager here. And here's one thing you didn't expect, one thing I didn't mention before. This thing's quick. Very quick. You get 80 horsepower, not a lot, but it weighs 690 kilos. So you get 115 brake horsepower per ton, which is more than a Fabia VRS. I want to do that again. Now I haven't mentioned anything about off-road capabilities, but that's because it's dry. We're not getting stuck today, so I'm just staying with the 2-wheel drive because I'm bloody enjoying the drifting around this field. But if I do get stuck, it's twin locked, so I can put these 2 little switches here and I can lock all the diffs. You get a high-low ratio gearbox, so you really can get yourself out of trouble. And if all that doesn't work, then you do get an electronic front winch, which is worked via a wireless remote, and to be honest I can't find it, so I can't show you, I'm sorry. Hopefully we won't need to use that, but I think I'm just going to enjoy this a bit more. And again. So in conclusion, on the YouTube channel, I've reviewed quite a fair variety of cars so far, or vehicles. But this thing here is by far the most fun thing I've reviewed. So therefore, this is my number one thing that I've reviewed. Right, I think it's time to do that again. Whoa.